So I know. I think anyone looking at that game after 15 minutes thought, well, it's just carrying on from Saturday. We were really, really good, basically making the chances. And then I think someone said to me at halftime, 2 mistakes and 2 set pieces, and it's looking like a bit of a hammering.
It's a tough one to take. Well done to Youngie and Marine. Got a good side there. But like I said, 15 minutes, we're out of the traps, we're on our front foot. Everything's good, we're causing them problems. And then, we make a couple of mistakes. And, I encourage mistakes because you learn from mistakes. And the lads who've made them tonight know they've made them. But, I take the blame for that because we're asking them to do certain things. So that doesn't mean they become poor players because they've made 2 mistakes. But they've made 2 mistakes and Marine have hit us with quality. Then 2 set pieces, we made more mistakes. We come out of our zonal shape, which we never did last season. And we give 3 headers on the back post. And then it's 4-0. It's game over, and you're kind of looking around thinking, how's that happened? And then, you've got to try and make the best of a bad situation. You make a triple substitution at half time, and we get an early goal from El, another set piece that we've worked on. And then, we get great kind of phases of play and patterns, and Felix Goddard's forced into 3 or 4 saves. Then we make another mistake, and it bounces off the lad, and then Will Russ gets an opportunity to score. Then we go and force him into another couple of mistakes. Then we make another couple of saves. Then we make another mistake off the set piece. Come out of our zone, they hit the crossbar. It's a night of mistakes, and you have to be here to believe it. And if you've seen us in training, if you know what I'm talking about, they are genuine mistakes that have hurt us tonight. And it's not a case of we've played badly. I think we've got a really good footballing side who's matched a side that's going to be up there this season, and we've given them a really good test at times. But, football's football. I remember I just said to the lads now, I'm going to put you 6 past Scarborough a couple of years ago, and everyone's Jonathan Green is this, Jonathan Green is that, and, they stuck with him, they turned it around, and they went and got promoted. So all it was 3 points, but they had an off day, and everything we hit went in. But I bet Scarborough never forgot that day, and they went and got promoted. We won't forget 5-1 against Marine. But it happens, and I'm quite glad it's happened. Second game of the season, not maybe in the last 10 games, Tim. So we'll learn loads from it. But the young lads are hurting in there now, so it can't be doom and gloom. We've got to pick them back up and get them to go again.
Yeah, I mean, it's fair to say, basically, we sort of like moving to the second half. The team did not, and anyone who isn't here won't believe the amount of effort and energy, and you would think they were going for like the equaliser. Still 85 minutes, basically, the intensity of the play getting forward. Obviously, taking risks, basically, leaving space at the back, and you've got, they've got pace. But I would say it's fair. It's not ridiculous to say that FC had the best of that second half by some way.
We did, but the scoreline, it doesn't lie, and we've done really, really well. And young Deck's done well when he's come on. Donners was tireless, bundle of energy, as Czech Tiam was. We've scored at the top end of the pitch again. We've created opportunities, but we've got beat 5-1. But the key thing is that when you look at the league table tonight, we're 1 point behind Marine. We're 11 points with Worksop. We might only be 3 points behind the leaders. It's happened. We could dwell on it. And then you got congratulate sides like Warrington Rylands, who, Cleggie's head's in the bin probably after Saturday. But I saw his interview, and the team played really well. And he says that on his interview. They go tonight, they win 2-0. And Saturday's gone now, and he focuses on Tuesday. We've got to make sure that Tuesday's gone now, and we focus on training on Thursday, and then getting on the coach to Stafford, and then ready for Ilkeston. But you're going to lose games across the course of the season. You're going to make mistakes, and I'm hoping that all the mistakes that we've made have come in one game tonight, because every time we made one, we got punished. And that's sad, but it happens, and we can't do anything about it.
Yeah, I mean, it was noticeable today. Obviously, you kept the same side from Saturday. It seemed like a sensible thing to do. Obviously, I don't think we could have predicted how that sort of like that half hour in this first half was going to go. What your thoughts going into Saturday in terms of sort of
in terms of the squad? I mean, I've said it loads of times. I don't like naming the same 11. I don't do, but I looked at the 11 and I thought, how can you change it? Is it fair to change 1 or 2, or you change more? You come here tonight, after 15 minutes, you think you've got it right. Everything we're doing is perfect. And then boom, all of a sudden, you make a mistake and Finn goes and scores. You make another mistake, Malampa puts goal of the season in top corner. You make another mistake, they score off a set piece. And it happens. And but in terms of, have we become a bad side overnight? No, we've picked a side. We've recruited a team that's going to do well this season, but they're going to get beat. No one expects to get beat 5-1, especially the second game of the season. Anyone who's watched us pre-season or Saturday wouldn't expect us to get beat, but it happens. It's probably the scoreline that everyone looks at and goes, what's happened there? But we've been vulnerable after making mistakes tonight, and that's maybe where you need your Curtis Jones. He's back. That experience in behind it. Maybe your Charlie Ellis, that experience to settle things down. But that wasn't the case tonight. So I'm not going to look for that excuse. I'm going to say that the lads have kept to instruction, played with freedom, and they've done it again tonight. They're giving a great account of themselves. You won't have to see the fans at the end of the game, clapping, cheering, singing. They know that they're in for a treat this season with some of them players that we've got. Tonight's a setback. Well done to Marine. Absolutely, they're going to be right up there this season. But Neil Young will go away from here tonight and speak to the managers to go, FC United got a good side. And we have got a good side. But on paper, we've been walloped by a scoreline. In reality, we've given a really good account of ourselves and we've played some great football. And that's got to be our DNA across the course of the season. And if this tonight spurs us on and helps us, then we'll take that. It hurts tonight. Lads aren't going to enjoy going to work tomorrow. They don't enjoy telling people we lost 5-1. That's football. You've got to do it. We've all been there. It's how we respond. It's how we react. And I say credit to teams like Warrington Rowlands. We've had a hammering Saturday and the bounce back they've won today. We've got to take loads from that and go, okay, it's not all doom and gloom. We've lost. We've got 3 points on the board. We're targeted 10 from 15. Are we still on target for that? Yeah, we are. Let's crack on and see if we can get there. So, no doom and gloom. We'll go away, reflect, we'll learn, watch the game like every manager will say they'll do, and we will do. Get ready for training on Thursday, get a bounce about us, and then get ready for Stafford. And there will be changes. I think there has to be changes, but not wholesale. Not wholesale changes, just to keep the squad fresh. We're hoping that we've got Alex Curtis Jones back for Saturday as well to give us a little bit more depth in the squad. But we'll only know that after training on Thursday night.
Okay, see you Saturday.
See you Saturday, Tim. Cheers.
Yeah!